Hey guys, Sean here,
Evan.
and we're here to somewhat conclude our Pirates of the Caribbean reviews until next week with On Stranger Tides.
More like on shittier tides.
Yeah, apparently. So, Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides, 2011 American fantasy swashbuckler film, and is the fourth installment in the franchise. It is the first film in the series not to be directed by Gore Verbinski, being replaced by Rob Marshall. Jerry Bruckheimer again served as producer. The film serves as a standalone sequel to the previous installments. In the film, which draws loosely from the film On Stranger Tides by Tim Powers, Captain Jack Sparrow is joined by Angelica in his search for the Fountain of Youth for confronting the infamous pirate Blackbeard. Let's see. So, movie's released May 20, 2011, with a runtime of 2 hours, 17 minutes. The budget was roughly $378.5 with a box office of $1,045 billion. Wow. Holy fucking shit.
I think that means 1.45 billion.
Sure, I guess.
Wow, this made more box office money
than the other three, than probably all three of them.
Oh, I feel so sorry for the people who see this in theaters. And if they enjoy that, I think they need some Prozac.
You and me both. So the cast for this movie is basically the main players are Johnny Depp, Penelope Cruz, Ian McShane, Jeffrey Rush, Kevin McNally, Sam Claflin, Astrid Burgess Frisbee. I think it's how you pronounce it.
Man, after Ian McShane played in this movie, from now on he should be called Ian McShame. I'm sorry.
So yeah, basically the plot of this movie is that several years after Our World's End, they don't really give much of an explanation on how many. So some years after Our World's End, apparently Jack is in London trying to save Barbossa, or not Barbossa, but oh yeah, we'll get to Barbossa in a second. Hang on. Yeah, that. But yeah, he's basically trying to save Gibbs from assuming the gallows because the plot requires that there's apparently this imposter Jack Sparrow, and they apparently think Gibbs is that. So Jack's trying to save his first mate, trying to get him out of London, yet he gets captured by Uncle Vernon from Harry Potter. Yeah, step down in your career, pal. And I think he passed away, I might have to say.
Oh, really?
I think Richard Griffiths passed away back in 2013, I think.
Oh.
Yep, he passed away, so rest in peace, I guess. But yeah, it's basically the plot is if you remember the ending to the last movie where they set up the Fountain of Youth, that's pretty much the plot of this movie. Is they're trying to find the Fountain of Youth.
Except they do it in a way that's so
shitty.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, let's just get this. Let's start with Barbossa. Fuck you. I don't care whatever you want to say towards the end of this movie.
Too little, too late.
Yeah. Yeah.
Strings, you owe me a pizza.
There's your pizza then. But yeah, he spent the last movie fighting for pirates' rights, yet now he's working with the King's Navy. I mean, granted, they say it's so he can get his revenge on Blackbeard, but too little, too late. The damage is already fucking done.
Mm-hmm. And the way
you want to talk about that? Go ahead.
And the way they made him look, he looked like an idiot. In the three movies, he was this ragged-looking pirate dude. Looks like he can really kick some ass, and now he looks
like shit.
Yes, he looks gay. He looks stupid. He looks so...
Not right?
Yeah, not right. He just looks so stupid. All the characters in this movie look stupid. Oops. I'm sorry. Little drill there.
But yeah, let's start with the acting.
Step downward.
Very step downward.
Yeah.
Especially from the newer cast members.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the other ones do good, but they're not given the opportunity to really...
And here's the thing is, our supposed leads, or should I say, are supposed to have been leads, are fucking wasted.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We have a mermaid and a priest in this movie who I'm assuming was supposed to replace Will and Elizabeth, but they fail completely.
I don't even get.
No, here's what pisses me off about this movie. Jack Sparrow is not supposed to fucking lead. He's supposed to be the fucking comic relief. To quote what Armchair Director said when they reviewed this movie years ago, imagine if Star Wars was made with Han Solo in the lead. It would not have worked. You need the Luke Skywalker to balance out I almost said Will Turner, but I'll get to that in a second. You need the Luke Skywalker to balance Han Solo. You need the Will Turner to balance out Jack Sparrow. The clergyman or the priest, whatever, was supposed to be the Will Turner type character, but he just falls flat in his fucking face.
Also, to add to that idea, Harrison Ford's character was like a womanizer, so if he was the main character, that movie would be probably almost to the point of being perverted. I can almost see him being like a Alan Harper type character.
Speaking of woman, dude, don't get me started on seasons 9 through 12 of that show.
No.
They took Alan's fucking nuts away. In a matter of speaking.
Yes.
They took his fucking nuts away. Yeah, because Alan was the straight-laced, organized guy. Well, season 3 through 12 was like, he got no job, he barely has money, and he's basically mooching off a complete stranger. Doing whatever he can to stay in that Malibu beach house.
Even going so far
as to fake a
heart attack, and then complain about his wife when she finds out and saying, well, what do you care? And blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, but that's 2.5 Men.
So yes, the writers of that show literally cut off his balls, dang through his face, say, look what I've got, and tossed it off the two-story window.
Yeah, but to go back to the whole womanizing thing, that's how Jack was in the last 3 movies. Which explains the whack. But in this, apparently he and Penelope Cruz had a relationship in the past. That's not Jack Sparrow. That's not after what we said the last 3 movies said. I never would have figured Jack having a love interest.
I know you're going to hate me for this, but if he had any love interest, I'm going to.
Dude, I know what you're going to say, but I could not see that, honestly.
I could totally see, if any love interest is going to work for him, it'll be Elizabeth. Hate me if you want. If you want to cut off my balls, throw it out the window. But that's what I think. Hate me if you want. There's a knife in the kitchen. Here they are. Have at it if you will.
Okay, enough. But yeah, no touch.
I touch.
But yeah, you talk.
But yeah,
I'm eating.
It just made the movie was so nonsensical. And they got rid of Gore Verbinski. What was his name?
Gore Verbinski.
Yeah, they got rid of him to replace it with a director whose most notable work was a freaking dancing musical movie. And that even almost shows in the fight scenes.
Choreography.
It's like they're freaking dancing. I was like, what? No.
Okay, say what you will about the last 3 movies, but those fight scenes were actually good.
Yes.
Like you could say choreograph, of course.
Yeah.
I could say the same thing about the Star Wars 1 through Star Wars 4, 5, and 6. Because those fight scenes were obviously choreographed, but they didn't look it. Those in the original Pirates movies didn't look it either. This one you could fucking tell.
And those other 3 Pirates movies had something. It was called
humor.
A fight scene.
That too. They had humor, action scenes, like fun action.
This movie had like what? 2 sword fights.
2 sword fights, and no humor until like the last 40 minutes of it.
Yeah, it was like 2
out of a 2 hour 16-minute movie.
And I know what some people say, well, they're trying to make the movie darker. They don't want the humor this time. They want it to be completely dark.
Oh, fuck you.
But there's a difference. This movie isn't even dark. The other 3 were darker than this. Oh, just because there's added all this voodoo stuff?
Oh, yeah, let's get to that right now.
I mean, it was just so much bullcrap. I, for one, am the kind of person who actually loves seeing occult imagery in movies. Voodoo, black magic, occasional Satanism. But this, it wasn't even entertaining to that point. It was just boring.
Give me the first 3 DVDs now. Okay, the only voodoo in these 3 movies were Jack's compass.
And the dead coming back to life under the moon, or pretty much seeing what them for what they are.
The skeletons.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay, the only main voodoo was Jack's compass in these 3 movies. And with the DVD. With this, you have zombie pirates, a magic sword, vampire mermaids. It's like, enough with the voodoo. Enough with supernatural.
And it's not even just voodoo. They're like mixing all different kinds of occultism together. It's like stick with one or the other. Don't like mix 3 different kinds of occult systems.
Oh,
from,
yeah.
like 3 different types of nations.
Bullshit.
Best pirates ever. Who wrote that? Pete Hammond from Box Office Magazine. Pete Hammond, suck my Peter.
Okay.
It's another way.
I know what it is. But yeah,
But yeah, they're using
this is by far the worst in the series.
Worst in the series. Literally the worst movie to have anything to do with pirates.
Oh, and here's the thing. The Queen Anne's Revenge. Yeah, the filmmakers were so fucking lazy. They couldn't bother to design a new ship. They just took the Black Pearl and redressed it. How lazy can you get?
Oh, they took it from a male and made it to a female. Black Pearl, that sounds male. Now it's Queen Anne's Revenge.
Yeah, but seriously, how lazy can you fucking get?
That you have to make a... What's the word? Seriously, what's that word? Transvestite ship. Yes,
It's not the point, dude.
You made a
But
transvestite ship.
But still, the point is they're fucking lazy. They couldn't even design a new ship. They had to redress a previously used ship.
Yeah. And to make another point, like, well, pretty much to rephrase the point I made in the last review, I like how the first 3 movies make references to that poem, Rhyme of the Ancient Mariner. This one doesn't even have, like, any kind of spiritual resemblance to that at all. And actually, right after we did the review, I went on Google, typed in Pirates of the Caribbean and Rhyme of the Ancient Mariner. Apparently,
He found several references.
Apparently, I wasn't the first movie to make that reference. I wasn't the first to make that reference. I was like, wow, he was actually giggling.
But yeah, okay, let's go through bullet points. Acting, effects, score. Let's start where we always start. Acting.
Yeah. Big step downward.
Huge step down unless you're the returning cast.
Yeah. And even that was still...
Felt like phoned in half the time.
Yeah. I mean, and all these newer actors, they did movies older, way back in their day, that was actually better than this.
Okay, and here's the sad thing is, you know how they say Blackbeard's pirate, all pirates fear?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I found me and Shane more intimidating in Death Race.
He wasn't even intimidating. He was basically just...
That's what I'm saying. I found him more intimidating in Death Race than I did here. How is that even possible?
The Statham one, I've only seen the first one, and I've only seen it once.
Can you say it, not spray it?
That was you.
Still.
I've seen the original one from the 70s multiple times, but that's just because my dad liked the movie, my grandpa liked the movie, my
okay, you get
liked the movie.
You have family members who liked it.
Yes.
But the point is, McShane's not even intimidating in this movie.
I can't believe they actually did a recent sequel to that. Death Race 2050. Haven't seen it yet. Don't know how it turns out, but I know that apparently Roger Corman actually does have...
Oh, and also, remember that little reference I made during that particular scene where Jack kind of leads a mutiny?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Jack Sparrow, you do know you were mutinied upon, like, according to what I've read online, several years ago. So why in the fuck would you stage a mutiny again on your own after being mutinied upon? That's just dumb.
But well, it fits with this because this movie is dumb.
Yeah, didn't you say something about how this doesn't feel like it's in the same universe?
Yeah.
Please explain, sir.
Just everything looked different. The cinematography, the color scheme, the production rating, what do you call them?
Production design.
Yeah, I mean, the whole design was just different. I mean, the color looked different. I was like, it was not stunning. It was not visually beautiful. It looked dull and drag. Even the colors actually being more colorful looked so generic and dull.
What he said.
And this whole bullcrap about we're not going to add jokes because we want it to be darker. All the other 3 movies are far darker than this.
And still has humor.
And it has humor and action.
I will say one of the bright spots in this movie, since we're both Bond fans, was seeing Judi Dench for a cameo. That was funny.
It would have been funnier if she made a James Bond line.
Oh, speaking of, Raul Silva's a villain in the next one. Yeah, what you gonna do next, Disney? Put Daniel Craig in one of these movies? Oh wait, Disney already did with Star Wars.
Daniel Craig was in Star Wars?
You ever watch Force Awakens yet?
Some of it.
Did you get to the scene where Rey does the mind trick on a stormtrooper to get free?
Wait, that?
That was Craig.
Oh God, no!
Oh God, yes.
Oh God, no! Fuck it, screw it, no!
No, do you want to know what his stormtrooper name was?
What?
JB007.
Oh my God, no! Fuck, no!
I wish I was joking.
Oh God, no!
Well, I can say this. It's just lucky they were filming around the time Spectre was.
Gosh, that's worse than my hair!
No, seriously. Craig was in the middle of filming Spectre, and he just happened to be on break, so he went to do cameo for that movie. Wow. But yeah, what's next, Disney? You gonna put Craig in one of these pirate movies? Oh no, here's the funny thing is. Here's what's funny. Is before they got Javier Bardem to play the villain in the next movie, guess who was originally tapped to play the villain?
Who?
Christoph Waltz. I'm not joking.
No, wait. Here's a Bond reference that would actually work as well in this pirate. You know, if they got Bond actor to play a pirate movie. Okay, George Lazenby, who's in the movie On Her Majesty's Secret Service, worst Bond movie ever made.
I'll take your word for it, even though some people would say Die Another Day is going to take your word for it.
This movie is far worse than Die Another
Anyway.
Day. But yes, have George Lazenby being in one of like those British commanders saying, I work on Her Majesty's Secret Service and I'm fucking up again. Because the movie's so
I get it.
It was so terrible.
Yeah, and he even says to the camera, the last guy didn't have to go through this.
Oh
wow.
My gosh. Because that's exactly what he said. That was like one of the first things he said. Oh my gosh, dude, come on, don't leave me hanging. But yeah, I know that I don't want to go on a tangent, but yeah, I mean, that movie sucked. Pretty much the only thing I would give on Her Majesty's Secret Service is I liked the chase scenes. I mean, out of all the Bond films, that one probably literally has the most chase scenes. And some of them are actually pretty good.
If they want to make a fifth Craig movie, yeah. I would say that would be the most logical one to use for another movie. From the way Spectre ended.
Oh, on Her Majesty's Secret Service?
Yeah, where Bond and that girl got married, but she got killed by Spectre. And
I could totally see that.
I could actually see that one. But you'd switch out the... What was ever the girl's name in the movie or whatever?
The actress or the character?
Character. I think it was like Tina or something like that. That was a T or something. Anyway, but you switch her out with Madeline Swan from Spectre.
Tracy.
That one. Yeah, you switch her with Madeline from Spectre. I could actually see that being the next movie.
Since Spectre is supposed to take place early in the career, like a prequel, I could set it up to the revenge again.
I could actually see that being the next Bond movie. But we're not here to talk about Bond. Although he did have an idea we should review them all, though. But that would take a long time. Why don't I just cut to the Craig era?
Because I want to do all of them.
Anyway, but yeah, acting, so-so.
Yeah.
The music, what'd you think?
It really did not.
It didn't deliver, put it that way.
No. And even they used the iconic music and they even dumbed that down a little. It doesn't even sound grand and adventurous anymore.
And here's the thing is...
And it's Hans Zimmer!
Exactly! Even in movies that suck, like Amazing Spider-Man 2, that at least had good music.
Hans Zimmer worked on that as well?
Yeah, he did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like I said in one of our previous reviews, I think it was our Dead Man Chest review that I said, that even in shit movies, Hans Zimmer's still good.
Shit movie, Spider-Man 2 is gold compared to this.
Okay, I would agree with you there. Because it's Spider-Man. But yeah, sadly, Zimmer did not deliver, though. It's like, what the hell, Zimmer?
And apparently the next one isn't even going to have a Hans Zimmer score. It's going to be some composer.
It's his protege.
Yeah, one of the composers who works in, like, one of his students says, like, what do they call music schools? Conservatories or something like that?
I don't know. But yeah, Pirates 5 will be the first movie since the first one not have Zimmer scoring it.
Actually, the first one wasn't having Zimmer do the actual scoring. I think he was more like adapting it or something.
No, I'm saying this will be the first movie since the first not to have Zimmer score it.
I know.
Because Zimmer didn't do the first movie.
No, but he still worked on it to some degree.
DVD.
We looked it up on Wikipedia. It said he didn't compose it. He actually
he had a hand in it.
Yeah,
put it that way.
This next one.
Okay, he's not the. Okay, the first one's like the first. He's not the main composer.
But still, he had some.
You knew what I meant though, so I'm fine.
You know what I mean, Sean.
Anyway, so the acting's a little so-so. Music, what music, pretty much.
Yeah. You really didn't even have music during the action sequences.
Yeah, and some of the action scenes are poorly lit.
Yeah.
Yeah, now I know what people say when you can barely see the action scenes. Let's see. The effects. What do you think of the effects? Those were so-so as well.
Yeah. Like the best, in my opinion, the best effect was the scene where Jack Sparrow lit that canister of oil on fire in that watchtower and jumped out. I mean, that was like the best effect I've seen.
Did everyone see that? Because I will not be doing it again. Yeah, here's the sad thing is...
You don't see that kind of effect again. Everything else sucks.
No, but here's the thing is... Some of the lines in the movie work better in the trailer.
Yeah.
That's what's sad about it. That's what some people said about Crystal Skull, where Shia asks, so you're a teacher? And Harrison's like, part-time. I mean, that line's better in the trailer than it is in the movie. Same with this. Some of the stuff is better in the trailers. Where he's like, in the movie, he's like, you know that high place, you know that feeling you get when you're standing on a high place, sudden urge to jump? I don't have it. That works better in the trailer.
Yes.
When he says, when you get out of the watch, says, did everyone see that? That will not be doing it again. Again, better in the trailer. It's like, what the hell, Disney? Well, this is the same people who ordered Row 1 to be reshot and cut down Vader to 3 minutes.
Ugh. And the same people who did the live action Cinderella.
Oh no, that movie's name is just called fucking Ella. Her name's not even Cinderella in that movie.
Hate me if you want, hate us if you want, but that movie sucks the big meat log.
Okay, say what you will about Beauty and the Beast. You say what you want. It's pretty much the same movie on autopilot. It's a fucking shot-for-shot remake. Whatever you want to say about it. That one's the best of the live-action remakes. I am not fucking joking.
Best out of the live-action remake is pretty much best out of anything they did probably in the last 5-7 years. That and Pete's Dragon.
Oh, the irony. This came out 7 years ago. Or 6 years ago. Oh, the fucking irony.
Well, Pete's Dragon was good.
Is that with Carl Urban?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, speaking of, there is talks of a Judge Dredd TV show, and Urban may reprise the role. It's the closest I'm ever going to get to a fucking sequel. So, thank you, studio, for at least giving me that. Yeah, fucking twats.
I like that one. I still prefer the Sylvester Stallone one, Call Me Crazy, but I like the Carl Urban one.
You're crazy. You said call you crazy, so I call you crazy.
Well, I saw it on TV when I was a kid, like right after it came out, like a year.
Dude, my ex-cousin also thought that movie was good. I feel for him.
It's a good movie.
It's shit.
No, it's not.
It is shit.
No, it's not. Hey, if it wasn't for that movie, we would have the Carl Urban one, so I just poked a big hole in your
Technically, you do have a point, but technically you don't. Anyway. So yeah, the acting's so-so. The music is so-so. The effects are so-so. The music is non-existent, pretty much. This movie is just all kinds of wrong.
Especially the vampire mermaids.
Yeah.
That's all kinds of wrong.
Yeah, let's talk. Speaking of that scene, remember that music, the song you said? That you didn't like it?
Oh yeah. Yes, I mean none of these original songs were any good.
I mean, yeah, say what you want about the last two movies, not to interrupt, but the song that Gibbs was singing in the second movie where he's like, drink and the devil have done for the rest, yo-ho, that was good. The song in the first movie where Jack and Elizabeth are on the island.
That's pretty much set in pirate mythology. Like, you pretty much can't read a pirate book or even see a pirate movie without any reference to that catchy song.
True. But the song that Jack and Elizabeth sing on the island, where drink up, may heart eat yo-ho, or whatever song it was, I think it was the same song.
That's catchy. It's fun.
That's fun and catchy. The song where they go, Hits the Colors, that's even a catchy song. This movie is like this.
Yeah.
It's like that.
They're not even fun. They're not entertaining. They're not catchy. Just use 15 Men of Dead Man's Chest or
Pretty much.
Yo Ho, A Pirate's Life for Me. Or use something by Ailstorm, the Scottish pirate metal group. Those are all catchy.
Yeah, because even at the end of the first movie where Jack's just getting the pearl back, he's like, la na 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 na, and really bad eggs. Drink up, me hearties, yo ho. That's still better, and that's only like 2 seconds. It's like, what the fuck, man?
Can't even write a good song. Wow.
Apparently not, and these are the same writers as the last 3 movies. Fuck you.
These songwriters must
I'm actually glad. No, here's the thing. I'm actually glad they got a new writer for this next one. Although I am still a little pissed that Depp got shafted on the writing credit.
I'm still curious about the whole Paul McCartney thing.
But still, apparently the writer Jeff Nathanson helped co-wrote the script for Depp. They rewrote the script together, and yet Depp is getting shafted on a writing credit. I mean, maybe Depp didn't want the credit, but still. I mean, because at least they gave Paul Rudd co-writing credit on Ant-Man. Which, Ant-Man is good. If you've not seen that, I've hurt you.
I've seen it.
Good boy. Good movie.
Oh yes, this movie is so boring.
Yeah. It's so boring.
We got bored to the point where just out of curiosity we went on Google and started looking up the history of Blackbeard the pirate.
Okay, here's the thing is, if Disney wanted to adapt this book, fine. But adapt it as its own thing.
Yeah.
Not try to retroactively force it into a Pirates of the Caribbean story.
I was kind of surprised. I mean, when I saw the wiki page, I mean, I'm a huge fan of historical fantasy.
And here's the funny thing is,
in general.
If they wanted to hide the fact that this was based on a book, the original title would have worked. Pirates of the Caribbean: The Fountain of Youth. That would have been perfect.
Yeah.
But no, you had to make it blatantly obvious. Because put it this way, if you just see this title, you wouldn't think it was about the Fountain of Youth, would you?
No.
No, you wouldn't.
Heck, apparently it was a fantasy book. I'm a huge fan of fantasy novels, especially ones from the 80s, because apparently the book was written in like 1987. I've never even heard of that book, nor even heard of the author. And I read fantasy books.
Dude, I didn't hear about the book until after I saw this movie.
Yeah. I mean, a dick move writing the book's name as a subtitle, because you also have to take into account most people who watch these movies probably wouldn't have even heard of that book.
Oh, and here's the thing. Here's the kicker. Here's why they make Jack the main character. Because the character in the book called Jack Shandy. Fuck you, Disney.
Really? That's the only reason why you have to do a Pirates of the Caribbean?
No, that's why they make Jack the main character. Because, God forbid, we could follow the formula of the last 3 movies and have the 2 love interests our main characters. Fuck you.
Wow, Disney, you think that's clever. Wow. It's like Disney has shit for brains.
Apparently. And they have brains for shits.
But yeah, I mean...
Here's the thing is, their brains in their ass, and their shits in their head.
But yeah, I mean, like I said, you have to take into account that most people would have heard of those.
Exactly.
So give it a different name. Like I said, I'm a huge fan of fantasy books. I read them religiously. I mean, I'm a religious person, and I read fantasy novels more religiously than I read the Bible.
Here's what kind of annoys me about this movie. Is you have 3 movies based solely on a ride.
Yeah.
And then with this one, they're like, well, we basically ran out of ideas, but we seem to have bought the rights to this book we could use. So let's just adapt that. Yeah, it's called laziness. Yeah, and people say that they keep making remakes because they're out of ideas. Yeah, out of ideas too. Resort to
and then the wiki page was so stupid. Apparently, it said when I was looking on the page for the book, it said this book inspired a series of really old video games on DOS called Skull of Monkey Island, Secret of Monkey Island, a pirate adventure game done by LucasArts.
Oh, yeah.
And then that game inspired the Disney ride, which then inspired this movie, which was inspired by the book on Stranger Tides and the Monkey Island games.
Oh, so everything comes full circle.
Oh, it's like, wow. It's all over the fucking place.
Oh, yeah.
It's all over the fucking place. It's like STDs and Brett Michaels.
Oh, and here's what's funny is, remember I told you about what I was thinking about the fifth movie when I found out this was based on a book? Okay, I had a theory.
The next one is...
Let me say it. Because it was my theory, let me say it. And I'm so glad this is not true, God. Praise to God. That I had this theory that this next movie would be fucking based on Treasure Island. I was like, wow, Disney, you're really resorting to a new trilogy based solely on pirate books.
So if they do that, we'll be the one after that. Based a Pirate of the Caribbean movie based on Master and Commander. Technically, we already have a Master and Commander movie with Russell Crowe, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
That movie actually not bad, by the way. I know it got shat on by critics, but it's actually not bad. Although I can kind of see why in some way. The book was called Master and Commander: Far Side of the World. Anyone who's ever read the Master and Commander series, Far Side of the World was the title for, like, I think the fourth or fifth book. So if they're doing a movie based on that, wouldn't it be smart to do, I don't know, a movie based on the first book and actually give it a chance of becoming, I don't know, an actual franchise? I mean, I can see why they wouldn't want to do that, because there's probably like 16, 20 books in the Master and Commander series. I've got some of them at home, but you can see my point. The first movie adaptation of a book of one of those books, and yet they're doing it like on the fourth or fifth book. Dick move. But still, it turned out a pretty good movie. Yeah, Tim Powers wrote the book. Never even heard of that author before.
You and me both. Let's see, I want to look something up, though.
I'm out of curiosity. I'm going to read the book. And
Curiosity killed the cat, my friend.
Curiosity also brought something called electricity, which eventually killed the cat in National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Okay, it doesn't really say anymore. Hang on.
Oh, wow. Hans Zimmer wrote the Mermaid song.
Yippee-ki-yay.
That song sucked.
No. What's your first fuck? Oh, here we are. It says Angelica is loosely based on Beth Herwood, daughter of Benjamin Herwood. Well, it makes sense why Angelica was made the daughter of Blackbeard. So final thoughts, my good friend.
This movie can go suck a bag of dirt.
You are barely being seen.
I don't care.
But yeah, basically what he said. Movie can suck bag of dirt.
I give the movie
Okay,
this.
you can. Why are you acting all drunk and tired and stuff?
Because the movie bored me to this way.
Bored you to death?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would agree. This movie's boring.
At least we survived.
Yes.
We're alive! Yay!
Dude, let's pray to God the next one's actually good. Yes.
Hare Krishna!
But yeah, we're gonna go see the new one next week. Hopefully he has a fucking day off.
I've always got at least 1 or 2 days off of work.
Mm-hmm. Because I think now that since we already got the tickets, I don't think they're refundable. But yeah, so yeah, we're gonna go see the new one next week, and then we're gonna get back to the Terminator reviews because we still have to finish those ones up, and then eventually down the line we're gonna review Alien. We're just doing the Weaver series. We're not gonna do Prometheus. We're not gonna do Alien vs Predator, and we're sure as hell not doing Covenant.
We can at least do the first Alien vs Predator because that was actually a good movie.
I've heard mixed things on it, but I heard Red Requiem was shit.
Yeah, that one is, but the first Alien vs Predator was pretty good.
I did not care for Prometheus, put it that way. It's like,
I watched it. At least the first meeting was okay, but yeah, it just didn't do it as much for me as the typical Alien trilogy did.
So yeah, that's our review on Stranger Tides. Boy.
Breathe. Let go of your hate, young Skywalker, and strike it down.
Okay, I'll strike. There, I struck.
Good, good. Let your hate flow.
Wow. But yeah, that's been our review. Hope you guys enjoyed this video.
Wait, we forgot to rate it.
Yeah.
I give it a 1.
Yeah, that's not really a rating, but I'll take that. I give it this.
You give it a 2?
Yes.
Wow, you're too kind.
Oh, I'll give it a 2, alright. 2 middle fingers. And it can go to hell.
2 middle fingers right up the ass crack.
Sure. That works. I'm so glad.
That's pretty much the only action this movie has going for it.
I am so glad they got a new writer for this movie. For this next one.
Yes, this movie literally had no action, so 2 fingers up the ass crack is enough action for
and
it.
here's what's funny is, go give me my Indiana Jones set, please.
Yes, master.
Okay, you didn't have to do that.
Well, I can if I want, you butthead. Here you go.
Thank you. Let's see. No. And this is... Okay, it has the guy has a co-story credit with George Lucas. So, close enough. The guy who's writing Pirates 5 has a co-story credit on this movie with George Lucas.
Which one's that one?
Crystal Skull.
Oh.
So yeah, take that as what you will, but hopefully the new one's good. God, hope it is.
Crystal Skull was pretty good.
Oh, it is.
It's not the best out of the series. Still the weakest, in my opinion, but it's still good.
I enjoyed it.
I mean, a movie can be the weakest in this series, but still be good and entertaining.
Unless your name's on Stranger Tides. But yeah, that's our...
Or on Her Majesty's Secret Service.
But yeah,
This never happened to the other fellow. He's right. The other fellow never had a movie that sucked so hard.
I heard Diamonds Are Forever ain't that good, though. Some people said that.
Yeah, okay.
That it was Connery's weakest.
But still, it's more
better.
entertaining than On Her Majesty's Secret Service, although we had those 2 killers that turned out to be homos, so that's just kind of weird.
But yeah, before we go nuts, and this is probably already our longest video.
I think, oh my gosh, I think it is. What was the last one, like 32 minutes?
No, it was 37:12.
38:06.
Oh, wait, now. Yeah, we're going to end this. We'll see you guys next week, or we might start the alien videos within probably tomorrow.
Yeah,
that would actually be cool. We should so do that.
Hey, I'm still wide awake and want to at least try to get through Alien 1, or some of it, at least.
Sure.
I mean, if we make through at least some of it, that's less to finish up tomorrow.
Yes.
Yes.
We shall see you later. Ha 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 ha.